Hello and welcome to this Come to Jesus Daily devotional as we continue in our series in the book of Ephesians. And today's devotional is entitled Work with Sincerity from the Heart. Today, let's reflect on how, for Christians, work is a part of their worship. Let's read Ephesians 6, 5-6. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Obey them, not only to win their favour when their eye is on you, but like slaves of Christ, doing the will of God from your hearts. That's Ephesians 6, 5-6. So firstly, work as though doing it for Christ. It's important to remember that work is God's idea and design for us. I'm sure that you, like me, sometimes dream of an ideal life of leisure, no hassles, no responsibilities. I wish, right? However, God has made us for work with some rest. In Genesis, in the perfect creation, God made mankind to work for 6 days and rest for one. And that gives us a foundation for a vision of useful work and balanced rest and recreation. And in this section from chapter 5:21, Paul teaches about godly relationships in the home. Husbands, wives, children, parents, and now slaves and their masters. The principle extends to all areas of life. We are to submit to all lawful authority unless they command us, those lawful authorities command us to disobey Jesus, who is our ultimate authority, as we see in Acts 4:19. In our work, we are to obey with respect, fear, sincerity of heart. This speaks of a right attitude, working with integrity and wholeheartedness. Paul then adds this revolutionary truth: we are to work just as you would obey Christ. Whatever our role, our work becomes an act of worship. If we're stacking shelves in a supermarket, we do it for Jesus. If we're teachers, perhaps feeling undervalued, under-resourced, overstretched, we do it for Jesus. This transforms everything. It helps us see the value in what we do and recognize that the challenges we face are opportunities to shine more brightly for Christ. The way we work is a part of our worship. We must not separate our daily work from our devotion to Jesus. A Christian who works carelessly or poorly should never be the norm. Shouldn't be the case, should it? This applies equally to those who are in education, studying. As students, we are to do our best, work hard, show respect, and apply ourselves diligently. This too is an act of worship. Secondly, work not just to impress, but with integrity. Our work should also win their favour. In other words, the way we work should build trust with our employers, colleagues, those around us. This becomes a powerful witness for Christ in our workplaces and work relationships. John Lennox, in his book, Good Return, Biblical Principles for Work, Wealth and Wisdom, says this: all of us need to think constructively about how we can use our positions as a platform for evangelism in the way that might not necessarily be open to others. God certainly intends that we should do so. That's John Lennox's book, Good Return, Biblical Principles for Work, Wealth and Wisdom. However, Paul guards against the wrong motivation. We are not to work hard only when our employers or others' eyes are on us. Christians are not to be people pleasers or performers who act differently when being watched to when not being watched. Instead, we are to be consistent, people of integrity, whether seen or unseen. This means not wasting time on our phones or social media when we should be working, not avoiding responsibility, avoiding taking initiative, not taking advantage through unearned breaks. Of course, rest is important, but it should be honest and appropriate. Rather, we seek to be those who go the extra mile, working faithfully and diligently at all times. So in response, do we work as though we are working for Christ, wholeheartedly, with excellence? Do we seek to win favour through integrity so that people might be won for Christ through our example? Again, quoting John Lennox in his book, A Good Return, Biblical Principles for Work, Wealth and Wisdom. Quote, doing our work as unto the Lord will therefore mean not only doing it with integrity to the best of our ability, but will mean having a responsibility to prayerfully look for opportunities to witness to our fellow employees and workers, colleagues. When was the last time you and I went to work with an active sense that the Lord was sending us there? That's John Lennox. Do we feel sent? Do we know that we've been sent into our workplaces? Are we engaged in work that pleases Jesus and serve others well? And if we are seeking work, are we aiming for something that blesses society, not just maximizes financial gain? God bless you.